Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Soul and you are here on channel 7 where you are going to be receiving channeled messages from the divine via me and the Holy Spirit and whatever other tricks I have up my sleeve, including some cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, playing cards really, because we're playing the game of life. We're playing to win. And we're willing to lose along the way because we see it all as one big L. I mean, one big W. We see the W. We see L's and we make them into W's. They're all W's because we're like, hey, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Not with this guy by me. Not with this fine fella. Not here with the Holy Spirit. As long as you make a pact with the Holy Spirit and you choose to love yourself and you choose happiness. Because, happiness is a choice. It's a big choice. It's a decision. And you got to surrender to it. And wash yourself. Look at this girl. She went from dark to light. Just like this boy, Holy Spirit. He's dark and light at the same time. He doesn't mind. He's like an orca. He's like a killer whale. He's big, proud. He's got a lot. He's not just black and white because he's got green eyes. Just like his mommy. Okay. We won't go on and on because some people don't like cats. Some people don't like them. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. Your perception and your judgment of me and your judgment of felines, it's none of my business. And you're welcome to have that. Sometimes times get rough and you have to, but I believe in unconditional love. And I'm trying to, I'm not even going to use the word try. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. Nike, Jordan, just do it. Unconditional love. Radical self-love. It's a thing. It's a thing here. And it happens when you have gratitude. Look at this. It happens when you have gratitude because I'm going to tell you something. Gratitude is the key. It's the key to peace and happiness. And damn, I got to tell you something else. I got to tell you something else that I noticed. And this is just from my experience. But man, the one thing I'll tell you that's a big positive, a blessing in disguise about facing darkness, facing the hard times, facing the struggle, facing the suffering, is on the other side of it, there is a rainbow. You can't see the beauty of that rainbow if you didn't have to be in the eye of the storm. And hey, the waves are going to crash either way. That's what I'm going to say. The waves are going to crash either way. And I got to tell you something. I have a short story to tell you. It's a metaphorical story, okay? But it's also a true story. I got really out there in the ocean, and I got overcome by the waves. I felt like I was drowning for a minute there. I felt like I was getting really between a rock and a wave and a hard place. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, it was very, very stormy out there for a second. And I'm not saying that as I don't want any sympathy at all. I just want to say it gave me the best gift I've ever had, because guess what? After all those waves crashed upon me, and I allowed it. I allowed things to crumble. I allowed the waves to pummel me. I became, and in a way, as a story time. This is story time. And coming back from that, was like washing up on the shore. And honestly, the more I felt my heart was shattered by my life, and the Holy Spirit, he's like, move on to the fun stuff. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. But anyway, so I'm using this story as a metaphor, and we'll move on to more fun stuff, okay? But you get washed up on the shore, and then it's like, for example, in Japan, when things break, they fill the cracks with gold, and the things that are broken are worth more. So in a sense, it's like this gratitude that we're feeling gets in to the cracks where we've been cracked open, where we had to see something that maybe we, it wasn't maybe what we maybe thought we wanted to see, but I guess it was what we needed to see, because the truth hurts. You can't spell truth without hurt, and you can't spell earth without art, and you can't spell earth without hurt, and it's all a frequency. That was a lot, but I fit it in there. Anyways, shout out to Tesla. Everything is energy, okay? The Holy Spirit is so bored right now. He's like, Mom, show more cards. He's like, Mom, be funnier, be lighthearted. He's always reminding me to be more lighthearted for some reason. It's like he's just too cool. Anyways, I gotta move on. I gotta keep up with him. Because guess what? You are limitless. And that's the mind-blowing thing about it. Look at her, mind's blown. She's like, holy shit. Holy cow. Holy cow. You ever wonder where that saying came from? Holy cow. Cash cow. Prosperity, my friends. Abundance. It's a mindset, isn't it? Because look at her hair. It's all green, mossy. Swim in the coral reef. Surf the wave. Ride the wave. Shout out to making beauty out of chaos. Shout out to finding the beauty in the chaos, even if it takes you a minute. Shout out to that. Miguel. I'm a Skywalker too. Okay? There's a cosmic connection here that we all have to each other. And maybe that connection happens when we feel, hey, maybe the vulnerability and the pain and the suffering is what we all have in common, and that we are all here on this planet as one, even if we're aliens, even if we came from another planet originally, we all came from the same place, the origin spot, at some point. So there is a connection here. So when we awaken to that, we tap out of the matrix. Again, the Holy Spirit gets a little bit bored. He's like, when's the entertainment going to come in? When's the music? When are you going to play the set list? But we're going to get to that. Anyways, we're gonna have some music here on the channel, I think. Definitely. I know. Because you think first, and then... Because everything that exists was once a thought. It was once a thought. And it makes me excited. And then it makes me want to curb my enthusiasm. And then I think about, I think about that show, and I think about Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld, and how I was looking into the numerology earlier and trying to put some clues together. Blues Clues. Figuring out what's the sensation about this Seinfeld shit. Jerry Seinfeld is also a Life Path 7. From what I remember, if you don't know about numerology, you can find out. And the reason I bring up numerology is because, hey, along with these cards and the stars, astrology, numerology, numbers. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Kind of. And the numbers are all around us in this matrix, illusion, matter, Maya, moon, matrix. There's different ways of looking at it, but when we zoom out, truly, we're going to see it from our eagle's eye view, from a moon, from the dark side. Sometimes you got to go to the dark side of the moon, and then you get a little bit more integrity. Here's the eagle right here. Look, the animals. Look, purple galaxy space wallpaper. When you're on that vibe, when you break on through to the other side, Jim Morrison, shout out. Okay? When you break on through to the other side, sometimes, it gives you wings. It gives you wings. And, I gotta say, happy Taurus season. Happy Taurus season. Happy happy springtime. This is definitely a time of new energy coming in, new chapters. Emotions are not something to be afraid of. I want to say that. Holy Spirit doesn't like to be, he doesn't like to be laughed at. He likes to make jokes, but he doesn't like to be laughed at. He has pride. And he wants to be respected. So, he lets me know. He let me know that, you know. We had a little bit of a disagreement because I found him to be so funny one time, and, you know, he let me know what his boundary was, and I learned something about that. I learned, hey, I need to have compassion for his boundaries. You know? So anyways, I really feel like this compassion thing, it's a good one, because it's like, damn, I gotta really step into my compassion to myself so that I can be the best apprentice to my master and show him that I'm ready for school and that I'm tired of being in detention. I want to break free out of it. And I would like to speak with the principal and get to know what the next lesson is, because I'm ready to watch him shine. Ready to watch him shine. And I don't really want to dim my happiness that I actually had to go really, really, really deep to find. I had to break on through to the other side. I had to light my own fire. I had to know that my fire was already lit. So I want to talk about that, because, hey, sometimes you lose your sense of self-worth. And it gets really, and you just want to hide away because you're like, damn, man, I feel shame. And shame is no bueno. It's not fun. And that's why my number one rule is fun, because we did enough shame games. Number 27 Club. Shout out Jimi Hendrix. Shout out Jimmy. Shout out Jim Morrison. Shout out to the 27 Club. Shout out to Mother Earth. Literally, it was Earth Day. Okay? Shout out to Mother Earth. Yeah. I just have to learn that we have to have patience. We gotta have some patience here. And it doesn't matter if Mercury's in retrograde or not. We're gonna have to tend to this fireplace here that we've got burning. Because if we don't tend to our passionate fire that we have within us, it's gonna burn us. We're gonna feel mad about it. Or we're gonna feel sad about it. I would say no emotion is a bad emotion, but when I decided that I was ready to pick up the pieces of my life and accept that it's my responsibility and I want to change and become a better person and challenge myself in new ways and try to help out others that are going through what I've been through, and or other things, and just help people helping people. It's kind of it's a fun thing, especially when you're doing something you love to help people. It's like everything starts to get into a flow state, and then you become a free spirit, and then you're not burned anymore. You're like lit up. This girl is on fire. This girl's on fire for the Holy Spirit. Every day, every way, with his big, beautiful, doll eyes. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta be still, though. You gotta be still and just kind of listen for a second. Take a pause, take a moment. I am gonna wrap up this reading in a moment, just so that I want to leave a little something to be desired. Leave a little something so that you might want to come back and check in with the channel. I also want to talk about some other discoveries I've had. And I want to answer any questions you might have. Do you want a personal reading from me? Maybe you should give it a try. Maybe you need more time. Maybe no. Or maybe you can just enjoy these readings I'm providing for you because I truly love doing this. Check out the description box if you get a chance. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to sign off in this moment, and I'm going to wish you a lovely day, and we're going to have fun. We'll be back. We got a big boy here. He's going to bring me back on camera. So thank you for welcoming us. We're going to take a time out. We're going to take an intermission. We'll be back. All right? Strength. Big cats. Big kitties. Let's go. Hey, if you like this reading at all, if anything resonated, I'm so grateful. Show me some love if you want. Show yourself some love too. It goes both ways. And I will see you later. Peace, joy, and have some fun out there in the sun. And if it's shady, just know, hey, clean out your closet, and, the sun will come out by the time you're done, probably. Just know that it's always back there. It'll come back. And have a good day. Holy Spirit's ready to go on a walk. Let's get him a leash. Let's get him a trainer. Anyways, bye guys. See you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.